Hi guys, I am Sophia the Tarot Reader. Another quick video in respect to hints and tips to help you when dealing with actual paying clients while doing your tarot readings. I'm going to answer a quick question as well. Amy B commented on my post yesterday and asked, how did I get from literally being an aspiring tarot reader into a professional one? Literally, I spend so much time learning tarot, learning everything about them, then spent a great deal of time reading for my friends, reading for myself. In some of my Instagram reels, I've mentioned things like how to connect with your cards. So I would take my cards everywhere. I would ask it, what do I need to know for today, etc., and really worked on tarot. Once I'd gone that step further and felt I was confident with the cards, I worked for a line. I'm not here to advertise the specific ones. I still work on some of them, so I don't really want to be mentioning names. But what I would say is the first line I started on is not one I would return to, and it was a one where you don't actually have a test reading. You read all the terms and conditions, you agree to it, you fill out the form, and you give them a profile, and you're put online. And literally, it is survival of the fittest. You have people being patched through from all over the world at all different times, and yeah, it was rough. Even with lots of experience working in an aggressive sales environment prior to working tarot, so I was used to dealing with high pace, impatient people, aggressive people, vulnerable people, all sorts. But still, it was rough, because what nobody tells you is what to expect when you go on to the line. So what I would say is with that, let's cover that, because it's the same whether or not it's on the lines or it's private. Most people are coming to you because they want an answer to a question. Very rarely you get somebody who is really just looking for an update. You do get them, but usually there is a reason for them calling or coming to book a read with you. They just want you to unpick it, and they don't want to talk about with you. But usually the reason someone's calling, I would say 90% of your calls are relationship readings, or relationship readings and career. Very rarely do you get any other subject. And what you've got to bear in mind is, even though tarot readers and psychic readers, whatever you want to call us, although it's classed as an entertainment service by law, we are heavily legislated, and there are things we are not allowed to talk about. So you cannot talk about any medical predictions in any capacity. You know, will my uncle survive his cancer scare, that kind of thing. You cannot categorically go into it. You can't give financial advice, and you can't give legal advice. That is because we are not qualified to do that. So that's really important. So when people do ask that, you have to make sure that whoever you work for, or if you're working for yourself and have public liability insurance, that you read your terms and conditions, because there are things that you're not allowed to cover. So you need to make sure that you read the fine print in respect to that, because if you're self-employed, the person comes back to you and not the company. So just bear that in mind. But yes, that's usually what they're ringing about. So I've covered this in other videos. You can get too comfortable with knowing or expecting what someone's calling about, and when somebody calls about something different, it can really throw you off. So just a quick one for today. I would use the who, where, what, why, when and how. It's all a way of asking open questions. Instead of saying, did you have a good day today? The answer is yes or no. It's, what kind of day did you have today? And it's just about shaping the question. Again, this isn't about mind melding people or trying to trick them into anything. It's about opening people up, because the conversation is far easier to have when you're not asking closed questions. Closed questions meaning it either yields a yes or a no answer. So for example, if I want to know about somebody's relationship status, I wouldn't say, are you in a relationship at the moment? I would say, how would you best describe your current situation with this person? So then that means they cannot answer it a yes or no. They have to answer it by, describing. There's another one, it's called TED. Tell me, explain to me, describe to me. So you're saying, tell me about what happened last night. Explain to me what it was he said to you. Describe to me how that made you feel. This is not rocket science, guys. This is all stuff you can find on the internet, and it's given to people doing customer service, sales training, you know, marketing, media, that type of thing. And then the last one I'll quickly cover very quickly is bridging statements. This is again something that, you know, you'll say the politicians use when they don't want to answer a question directly, because sometimes you may be asked something where it's not about swerving the answer. It's sometimes the expectations of people's too high. So they may ask you something, you think, I don't really want to give them that direct answer because that may harm them in some way, or that may upset them. I'm all about the truth. I'll say that in all my videos. I'm all about being truthful, but it's the way that you present it to them. So for example, with a bridging statement, you know, I might say to a client, okay, well, he's not really in the best headspace at the moment to be deciding on a relationship or not, but please do bear in mind that's the bridging statement. It's trying to take it from one comment and bridge it to another comment. So it's not like saying, I'm really sorry, but the answer is no. Tumbleweed. He's not in a great place at the moment, but please do bear in mind, or things that you must consider, or what I also need to just point out. It's about trying to take somebody from an awkward or uncomfortable situation and bridge it into something else. I hope that makes sense. All this stuff is Googleable. Anything else you want me to cover, drop in the comments below. I hope that helps, and I'll speak to you guys soon.